Hello and welcome to Advice with Amire. Usually you see my Uncle Prince, but he's feeling a little under the weather this week, so I will be taking over. I am 16 years old. I am a new entrepreneur. I just launched my business a couple days ago, and it is an invitation business where I create quality and custom invitations for any event, get together, anything of that nature. I also make flyers for people's businesses and things of that nature. So if you would like one, you can DM me or email me. My Instagram for that will be at the bottom of the screen. So today I will be talking to you a little bit about the experience for a teenager during the pandemic that we have going on right now. It's very difficult because you are trying to deal with, oh yeah, school's over, yay. But it's like, you miss your friends, you miss your teachers, you miss the environment at school. And of course, like the work, you have to do that. But, you know, there's things that come with school that everybody enjoys in some way, shape, or form. There were a couple of things that I was looking forward to doing this school year that I didn't get to do. I am in dance at school, so I have a dance class, and I'm also on a dance team. I am the acting co-captain. So for my dance class, usually we have a performance at the end of the school year, and it's called the Legacy Concert. And we were preparing for that in March, but it got cut short because of the pandemic, so we had to leave school. I was looking forward to that. I know a lot of people, like myself, were looking forward to driver's training, which got cut short because of the pandemic. I was actually able to take it online and get my permit that way, but some people were just having like difficulties with trying to get to driver's training, and I did share that information with a couple of my peers, but of course I'm not able to share with everybody like I wish I could. I know for me, I always look forward to battle classes, and that got cut short. I have a little sister. She's a year younger than me, so she was a freshman this past school year, and she didn't get to experience the end of the school year extravaganzas. I'm also in the focus group at my school, which we talk about different ways to improve the school, make it better from student input. And we have meetings with our principal to make the school better and things like that. So we were planning to do like Entrepreneur Day. We were planning a lot of disease awareness things. We were planning a field day, and things just got cut short. So the school year wasn't what we thought it was going to be. I know for the seniors, they definitely had a tough time with no senior pinning, no graduation, no prom, the like senior ditch day and things like that. They didn't get to experience that, which I wish I could do that. Like hopefully in my senior year this will all be gone away and I'll be able to have my prom and my graduation. But there's no telling with these kind of things. It could be 2 years, it could be 3, so it just kind of depends. The main thing I know is safety and keeping everybody healthy. So I definitely understand why everything was cut kind of short. I do wish that it wasn't. Like with my dance team, we were supposed to be performing at our first battle with the band against another school, and we were preparing for our what we call shake. So we learned all the dance routines before, so when we get to the performance, we'll be able to just do it and remember them all. So we were preparing for that, but of course that day got pushed back because of the pandemic. Of course, summer activities like swimming and carnivals, Cedar Point, things like that were cut a little short. You can still go to Cedar Point, but you have to plan a lot in advance and stuff like that. Like the movies are still not open, which I love going to the movies, especially like with my friends and family. It's always like really fun, but it's just really hard. I know a lot of my friends had birthdays during the pandemic. My birthday is in January, so I was lucky enough to celebrate my Sweet 16 before the pandemic started. I had a party in February, so I was lucky with that. But I know a lot of people had their Sweet 16s in their houses and didn't have that many people over because of safety reasons, which isn't ideal, but it's just things that everybody has to work with. I know next school year they're talking about maybe doing partial weeks, and so like 1 week you're at school and then another week you're at home doing virtual school. I did not like virtual school when we left school in March. When we left, they told us that our grades that we had when we left were our grades. But they weren't doing the A, B, C, D, F. They weren't doing that. So if you had a D or above, you passed. If you had an F, you failed. So I passed all of my classes. So when they said that, it was like you passed, and they were going to do the same thing for fourth quarter. And a lot of people were like, well, why do we have to still go to these virtual classes if I already passed? So it was very minimal students in the classes. They were still taking attendance though, and still teaching things. So it was very beneficial for me to go. I do appreciate all my teachers for doing that. But at the same time, you're in your bed, you're not really focused, you're in your pajamas, you join the class late because you woke up late. So it wasn't the best situation. So I really hope that we can go back to just full-time learning at school, because that way, like, you have to get up and go to school, and you have to sit up in a chair and pay attention and take notes and things like that. Doing it at home, it's like, oh, you want to be lazy, you want to lay on your couch or in your bed, and it's not the best situation. I know for me it isn't. That might be different for other people, but for me, it is not the best environment. I know for parents with younger kids, it's definitely difficult, because I remember we didn't have a pandemic like this before, I know. But when I was younger and my dad would try to help me with my homework, he's like, what is this? So it's, I know it's difficult for kids, number one, and then also parents trying to help their kids figure out what their work is and trying to keep in touch with teachers and staff and figure out what's going on. Football season may be pushed to the spring, which is our dancing season. So we don't know if we will dance in the fall or in the spring. I know a lot of people, like the seniors, were looking forward to their graduation and prom, which got cut short, sadly. I really wish that they got to experience that, because I know I want to experience it for sure. I want to go up on the stage and have my whole family, cheering for me. And I want to put on my pretty dress for prom and do that. So I know they were a lot disappointed. But, there's always something brighter on the other side. So they did get to have a virtual graduation. They did get to put on their dresses and take pictures wherever they wanted and things like that. But it isn't the same. I really, everybody's talking about homecoming. And I'm like, there isn't going to be a homecoming. I really doubt that there will be, because of the pandemic and there's so many students, and it's just not safe to do those things. It's a lot going on, and it's just, everybody wants to be safe. From my perspective, I want to be a doctor, so I kind of looked into everything like this. But at the same time, I'm still a teenager. I want to go have fun. And I know a lot of people were like, okay, well, the mall's open, let's go. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to go because I want to be safe. I did go a couple places, but nowhere where it was too many people. And I always had a mask on just to protect myself. I really appreciate everybody who is working hard during this time, especially with not only the pandemic going on, but all of the racial protests and things of that nature. It's very difficult dealing with everything like that. It's a lot to absorb, especially when you're younger. It's all of this stuff is happening, and we have an election going on, and people are getting killed, and you see little kids getting pepper spray. It's a lot going on. So I definitely want to send a message for everybody to stay safe and stay healthy, to wear a mask wherever you go, and definitely sign all of the petitions in favor of arresting these cops that are killing people and finding these people who are lynching people in different states, and just to help everybody so this country could be better, because it can be. So definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for joining me today. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I will leave my professional one here. So at invitations.by.lachey. And then my personal Instagram, which is at bvby.diva, baby diva. So thank you all for joining me today. And of course, you will see my uncle next week, hopefully. Hopefully he gets a little better. So make sure you leave a comment for him to, help him with a little encouragement. Thank you guys. See you later. Bye.
Passion, romance, sex, sin, pain, and death. Love unexpected. When you think you know your partner, think again.